Okay.
Okay.
Arrive with any questions?
Uh, Nothing specifically. I got to work on my practice. That's the only question. It's like how and why.
And why not?
Yeah, and why not? Get off my butt.
So, that's fine.
That's not fine.
What can I say? You do what you can do.
Yeah.
And more practice would be better, but
Yeah. Well, yeah, a lot of things would be better.
With more practice.
With more practice.
So I'm going to suggest that we do the 8-gate standing a little bit differently.
Okay.
Just this is one of the alternatives. I mean, there are three ways, three primary ways to do the 8-gate standing. One is the original, which is to do it purely as a standing practice with 8 positions, or do it pulsing the energy through the body in the 8 positions, which is what we have been working on.
Right.
Or do a combination where you do a little bit of simply standing, holding the posture, and then pulse the energy in that posture, and then go on.
Oh, okay.
So I was going to suggest that we do the latter, the last one,
Okay.
which I really like. It's an interesting way to do it. And all of them have their benefits. It's one of those things where I think you need to remain open to what your body tells you need that day. Because some days you really need to gather, and some days you need to move it more. And,
yeah.
So.
It's like paying attention to being present. How's that? Let's go with that.
I've heard that is beneficial.
Yeah.
So, stepping out, coming into your basic structure, just taking a moment, being aware, landing in that spot, conscious of neither limpness or too much tension, but a relaxed middle state. Very aware of the breathing, as much of the longevity breathing as you can do. Extending your mind through your body. then flowing into Qian, heaven. And just holding that position, aware of breathing into your third eye, the upper dantian. And then pulsing that energy. Going on and down to the lower dantian, Kun, earth. And breathing into that physical center. Pulsing. And into Kan, water, breathing into the kidneys. Pulsing. Coming up to lead fire to the heart. The liver, the wood element. into the spleen for the earth element. The middle dantian, the residence of the heart-mind, Shin. Questions about that? How was that?
Good. A little trouble coordinating breathing.
Ah.
With.
Was I going too fast?
No, it's me.
Oh, okay.
With when you push the shoulder blades together.
Ah.
So usually an in breath, because I want to,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, because it's opening up.
Yep.
So then I should be going forward a little bit onto the front of the feet.
So, where are you, at heart level?
Well,
Is that
yeah, if you're here.
Okay.
And you.
So the movement is that if you take your attention away from the hands.
Right, yeah.
The elbows push the scapula in, circle up, and pull the scapula out. So they're making a circular movement. It's very small, actually. I mean, I'm exaggerating a bit there, but.
So it's going, they're going this way.
Yeah.
Okay. So then I should be forward, and then towards, as they, okay, in breath, out,
In.
and circle, and then back.
Yeah.
So the, breathing in, forward.
Well, what I'm seeing, let me see if I can.
Oh, I'm trying to concentrate on more than one place.
Well, yeah, there's, that is the issue here.
Yeah.
So, what you kind of were doing was in and out and in, and so you were getting the elbows right.
Right.
But the hands don't go this way. They go this way. So it's in and out. So you want in effect the Laogong point to move along that side channel.
Oh, okay, yeah. Out.
Yeah. And let your elbows be a little lower because that'll allow your shoulders to relax a little more. So if you notice that my elbows are pretty well down here. They're pointing at the earth.
Right.
So they go in a little. I haven't closed off the armpit.
No.
And out. So that movement can be here. It doesn't need to be up here.
Okay.
So that's something to look for in all
of them.
All of them except the ones that are already down. This one is the only one that's a little, you just have to make sure the elbow is dropping a little. You don't have a whole lot of choice here. You can't do this like this.
No, it's going to squeeze them out.
It has to be a little bit, yeah. And you want to try to make the circles go
this way.
Yep. They're not going this way in any of them. Nothing to it, right?
Well, then, of course, I'm trying to work with the feet too.
Yeah, and the spine.
Yeah, and there's a tendency to, when I breathe in, to go back. It should be going forward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that movement on the feet is very small.
Slight.
It's just changing pressure.
Right.
Towards the toes, towards the heel.
Yeah, not necessarily getting back on the heels, but just moving across the bubbling well.
Yeah.
A little bit. Yeah.
See, if you lower your elbows a little bit, you can get less shoulder movement in that. You want to let the shoulders relax as much as possible.
Yeah, well, I work on that when I'm sitting, doing my sitting meditation.
Yeah. Me too.
Yeah, it's like the head and then shoulders, everything down.
Yeah.
Let it flow down, let it flow down. I mean, I can move my scapula pretty easily.
Good. Oh, that's
good. That I can, yeah, you can get them going
that.
this way and this way and this way. Yeah, and
good.
A little, not so much this way, but yeah, I've always had pretty good a sense of where they are.
Yeah.
Because I've had trouble with this one, because that's where this nerve gets pinched off up here.
Ooh.
And then of course it makes this part of the arm numb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Well, that's part of old age.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, they showed me the x-rays, and it's these little, where the nerves go in, the calcium has kind of calcified around the hole, so they're not as open as they used to be.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think it was last year or the year before where it got so bad I couldn't, this arm was killing me. It's kind of resolved, but not 100%.
Well,
So-
you know, if raising the hands up, you know, to
There's,
here.
yeah, there's nothing I can do to make it happen.
Oh.
It just happens.
I see. Okay.
Yeah, because if there was a way to relieve it, I would have found it by now.
Yeah.
But I can't. It just comes and goes.
Yeah.
Or also keeping my chin tucked in.
Yeah.
You know, which is the Rick Barrett thing.
Yep.
Last time I went for my physical, I was 5'10". I'm usually 6 feet. So that's 2 inches. I don't know, maybe it was a bad day. I was kind of slouching, I don't know.
Well, I've gone down.
I can't believe I lost 2 inches though.
Yeah.
And he has gained 1.5 inches, so.
Yeah, well.
But, like you said, it's a lifestyle.
And practice.
Yeah, and practice.
He's out there probably every day.
Well, I'm sure, I think through his day too.
Yeah.
I mean, he just moves and it's a lifestyle.
Yep.
It's kind of like diet, that becomes a lifestyle,
Yeah.
so.
So,
Yeah, okay.
that's another way to practice that. And we were doing 3 holding and 3 pulsing. The ideal eventually is 4 each.
4 breaths.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But you can do 2 or 3, depending on where you are. 3 is plenty for me at the moment with my spine. So.
Yeah. I don't know, I kind of stay in one position. I could sit there and do them one all day, I suppose. It'd probably be good practice until I
For
got
that
it right.
one.
Yeah, for the one, exactly, yeah. But not moving from one, the transitions.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be.
So
Okay.
then we had begun expanding the
Yeah.
So how is that doing?
It's okay. When I just have to remember where I am in the. So let's see, we did 2 hands, right?
Yep.
Yep. So this is the way.
But you have to keep the shifting going. The shifting is as continuous as the rotation.
And then you get over here. Hello. Feeling the energy moving.
Yeah. Hi.
So I think that's as far as we got, right?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Actually 4.
4. Did I miss one?
There is the last one with the right hand. You'd be the starting point becomes 3. So.
No.
Okay, so if I'm trying to mirror you.
Okay. Yeah.
So,
First.
oh, wait a minute, I'm doing the other one. So up,
Yeah.
down, here's your starting point.
Oh, okay. Oh, jeez, I totally forgot that.
Yeah, and then through. Begin.
Oh, yeah, I totally forgot that one. Wait a minute. All right, where's that one start again?
So, when you begin with the right hand, you're thinking of your clock going, well, really like this.
Yes, yeah.
So, your starting point is going to be 3 o'clock. On the fourth one.
Right.
So you're going all the way around to here, and that's where it begins. So now it's halfway around through the S, circle the ball. End of that pattern and transition.
No, I don't have it yet. So, okay. So 3 o'clock is right here for me.
Yeah.
So, okay, and then it starts here, and then it goes in here.
Yep. Good.
And
Keep going.
Transitions.
Yeah.
Then it's got to go this way. And then all the way around.
Yep. Good.
Okay. That's it. Somehow I've lost that one. And then this one's
Begin. Yeah.
okay.
So the hard thing with this, I think, is the keeping the shifting continuous.
Mm-hmm.
Because we're doing the shifting instead of the up and down.
Yeah.
So it means that you have a continual shifting of the weight just as you
that's
have
right.
a
We talked, yeah,
continuous, so whatever your so the weight is forward, it's shifting back, it's going forward and back.
That's right. That was the change last time.
Yeah.
Was the forward and back, not so much the up and down.
Yeah. No up and down.
No up and down?
No up and down.
That's hard
There
to
is
do.
a little shift from side to side.
You gotta go side to side, but, yeah, that's hard to do, because so many years, it was like.
Yeah. Well, and that's one practice. There are
Yeah.
actually 4 different basic practices in this, but they have different stages too.
Oh,
This
okay.
this is stage 1 of this one.
Mm-hmm.
Stage 2 is even more fun.
Oh, okay.
Stage 2 is start with the weight forward
Oh.
and go back, forward, back, and forward. So you're reversing the shifting of the weight.
So the weight's going back and forward, but the hand still goes out.
Hand does the same thing it did before, doesn't change.
Yeah, the only thing that is the difference is in the shifting of the weight.
Yeah, which is pointing out that in the shifting of yin and yang, what are you doing here? What are you doing? That you have different ways of approaching being aware of it. That it may be coming from the front leg, it may be coming from the back leg. It doesn't have to always be the same way. Hey, no. Leave my preserves alone.
Oh, it's like linguine. Bring a bag in and it's like full attention.
Yes.
Up on the counter. What'd you bring me? Okay, this is going to be starting forward.
Yeah, it's the rotation. Yes.
Yeah, there's that too. Yeah. Only concentrate on one thing at a time.
Well, to begin with, yes. That's quite right.
See, now I'm going. I'm back to my old habit. It's gonna be.
That you've retreated to the original, yeah. It's just what I would suggest is to stay with the first one until it's comfortable, and then.
Yeah, I think as long as if I know when I start, I should be forward.
Yeah.
That's helpful.
Yeah.
Which is here. I'm going back here again. And then that way. And then end up starting forward.
Yep.
And then back. And then forward. And then no.
Yeah. In the one you're doing, yes.
Oh, back.
Yeah.
All right. I'm still working on that fourth.
Yeah. Well, that's good. That'll give you.
That gives me enough to work on.
Indeed.
Yeah.
And I might say the in both of these, both the basic dynamic sphere and this first one with its two variations, you're still working pretty much with the external movement of the energy. The other two versions, which I'm not going to go into at the moment, are really working with the internal movement of the energy, and so you don't have very much visual bending, stretching, twisting, lengthening, because it's all happening internally.
Well, what's the difference between the external and internal?
The external is generally we feel it moving along the skin.
Oh, okay.
And the internal is when we begin to get it to move through the connective tissue and eventually along the bones.
Okay. Yeah. I think that's where I feel it the most.
Where?
Internal.
Ah.
Internal. And I know, you know, like if I do this, I can feel it in my hands.
Yeah.
And connecting, something's connecting here.
Yeah.
And I think
good.
that's more internal.
Yeah, if you
not so
feel
much
your dantian in the middle of your body, yes.
Yeah, well, when I do this, I can feel it's connected.
Yeah.
That's why I kind of play with it. Usually when I get to
Oh,
that
yeah.
form, you can kind of
You
see
get
where it's strong.
If you get the Lao Gong points connected and into the dantian, you get a real zing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely.
That, I think, well, when I do healing touch too.
Yeah.
It's all in the hands actually.
Yeah.
For that. Although it should be more throughout the whole body.
Well, it is because you're a channel to do that.
And yeah, usually for me to do that, I have to move.
Uh-huh.
Just a little bit, either back and forth or in a circle.
Huh. Well, that's good. That probably
visualize
helps to
it, too.
generate. Yeah.
Well, spiral. Yeah, for that. It's a spiraling up through the legs.
Yeah.
And then out through the hands, but it could go both ways.
Yep.
But generally, if you're working on somebody, I think you kind of want it to go.
Well, you're focusing on the
Up and
outward
down.
movement, but the inward is also happening.
Yeah. Well, if it involves, let's say they have back pain or something like that, you might want to take that.
Yeah.
Rather than push against it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just don't hang on to it.
Aha.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That'll shorten your lifespan.
That's not your intention.
No. Well, I don't know. I'll let you know.
You
when
have
I get
days?
there. Well, I'm curious, so. And I have had experiences, so it's nothing to worry about. The next step is fine.
Okay.
And once you get there, then it's easy.
Yeah.
It's just getting there.
So I was going to suggest we look at the form.
Okay.
Seems to me there's a lot certainly you can work on in the single and double arm, but it seems to me that the form is where
It kind of comes together.
you're least, well, it's where it comes together, and you're also, seem to me, less sure of what you're doing.
Yeah, I haven't done the form in a while, so then I start to lose bits and pieces.
Yeah. Well, some things you let go of after a while. Like,
Well, I think over the years, all the different things we've done, it's like, yeah, I used to be able to do that.
Yeah.
Or like the 48, I have no idea.
Well, I've given up the yang long form.
Yeah, no, you did a couple of years ago.
Yeah. And I don't do sword or staff anymore.
Yeah.
But I do a very short yang style in the senior class. But otherwise I focus on the Wu.
Just the Wu?
Yeah.
You do Dragon and Tiger?
I do Dragon and Tiger with some regularity.
Yeah.
But I've over a number of years, I've finally I'm able to use God's Plane in the Clouds, which is the most advanced of that series. But even there's a lot more beyond what I have done, even with it.
Yeah.
But I do have, I have one class in which I have taught that, which is the first time I've taught that. and that's been a really neat experience. It takes 4 years to do the teaching the first 4 levels of that, which is all I can teach.
Yeah, yeah.
There are 4 more, some of which I'm working on, but
That's a hard one. I have no idea, but I haven't taken any of it. So
yeah.
but from what I hear,
There's a
takes
lot.
some work.
There's a lot.
Mm.
Takes a lot of practice. So, do you want to flow once with me?
Yeah.
Is that helpful?
Yeah.
All right.
Remind me.
Okay. You might want to get where you don't have to go through the pole
Yeah.
or around it.
That's the hard part.
So stepping out into center and into your right gongbu. And then rotating and rising into ward off right. Roll back. Push downward. Press forward. Shoulder stroke. Needle at C bottom. Elbow strike. And split.
Oh man, I've forgotten a lot of it. Okay.
So remember that first movement, take the arm movements out of it, has a little bit of a sink and then a rise. Yeah, which allows you to get, in effect, the twisting in and the twisting out.
Okay.
Well, that's you have to. It'll just take a little work of being aware of that. Now, when you go to, so when you go here, remember that this first one, while you're shifting back, it still is a twisting out. And this is a twisting in. Most times, in most forms, rollback has an out before the in.
Okay.
I mean, this is just another variation of it, but it's. So you want to twist out, not twist in.
Twist. Which way?
So go to here.
Here.
Okay. Here.
Yeah.
So when you go over here.
Go ahead. You do it. I'll follow.
Okay. So when you go to here and you go here, notice that my little finger edges are going out. They're not coming in. They're going out. Yeah. So you're going out and then in. So You are getting out this way.
Yeah.
Okay. Actually, yes, this does expand a little, but it does. It does this. It's not only you're not doing this. You're not bringing the ball in. You're actually dividing into two separate balls.
Oh, okay. All right. So I go here, and then it goes here.
Well, to some degree there. It doesn't have to go all the way to there, just here. It just goes out, and then both of them twist in.
Oh, that's in the middle part. So here and here, but then sooner or later you got to get to
over
this.
there. The other side it goes there.
Oh, jeez. Okay, I always thought it was this to this.
No.
Okay. So here, and then here.
Yeah.
And then
Turn the foot.
Yeah. This. And
Sort of.
well, it's
The-
in and out.
Yeah. The thing here is that when you've gotten to this point, that on this turn, you're drawing in and sinking down a little.
Mm-hmm.
And then out, in, out.
Okay.
So it's two push downwards in the course of that.
Right.
Yep.
And that's pretty quick too.
It is very quick. So I found, just to be honest, because I haven't said this to you maybe, is I had to slow this way down
Oh, yeah,
to
yeah.
learn it.
Yeah.
So when I got to here, I went in, out, in, out. And it's the same elbow thing that we've been working on.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Come on. Over here.
But see, you're shifting forward.
Yeah.
And you're not. You're actually sinking into this
Right.
and then going forward and up.
I gotta do that before the back foot comes up.
Yep. Uh-huh. Better. Okay. So
That's gonna be.
when you've completed this, first thing is you're going to come into here.
Mm-hmm.
And then turn and step empty, and that positions the arms. And then you shift to your dynamic limit on the left, and you're going to have a twist step with the right foot as this turns and presses. And it doesn't do this.
Mm-hmm.
It does this.
Okay.
Boom. Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
And then shift and step in, step forward and shoulder, shift forward, you're bending in and in and in and in and out, 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 out. And then turning right, you step left in position, shift to the left, send the energy through, continue on to the left, rotate through and step empty, rotate and shift, and rotate. Done. Nothing to it.
Yeah, I've forgotten a lot of that. I'll have to work on that.
Well, that would be good.
Well,
there is a lot in there.
Yeah.
I
just have to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't done that one in, I don't know,
Well,
probably since last time I was here.
yeah. It is what it is.
Yeah. We don't have a handout for that or anything, do we? I don't think we do. I don't think I've ever seen one.
There
Well,
is a
I can use the video.
Yeah, you have the video. Let me check because I think there is I think there is a handout, but it's it's
No, I think the video would work better.
written words. The video is going to be a lot better.
I think so.
In being clear.
Yeah, where I can see you. This one, and I think not the last one, but the one before, if it's still up.
They're all up.
Oh, they still are? Oh, okay. Because at one point I know they started to disappear.
Well, I thought I had to remove some of the first ones before I could add more, but it turns out I didn't need to, and I think I did take 2 or 3 away. I don't know how many. I still have them.
Mm.
I still have the originals.
Oh, okay.
They just probably aren't on YouTube.
YouTube. Okay.
But if you ever wanted them, I can certainly give them to you.
Yeah. Okay. No, I think I'm okay because thinking back there, we weren't on to the form yet.
No.
And so that's helpful.
Yeah.
To see it. Yeah, because I think Rick's up to 200 and some odd with his a wee bit of alchemy. I don't know how
do you do his?
I don't do it on a regular basis. It's on my calendar, so I do see it come up. And occasionally, either I'll do it or Jean will go to his site, but she just hits random ones.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm always kind of like, where does he come up with this stuff? And he's like every week it's something.
Yeah.
And I'm just amazed
that
he comes up with something new, or it's a more detail in a form of practice.
Oh, well, I think that, as with all of the masters we work with, they get revelations at some point, and then they refine and refine and refine and refine them as they go along.
Right. It constantly changes.
That last workshop with Rick, I thought was really spectacular.
Yeah, that's the one that I missed.
That was a goodie.
Yeah, figures. Well, he'll be back in the spring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
where he is.
So, is that enough for you, or?
Yeah, that's plenty. Especially after trying to go through the form. I got to go back and work on that. It's funny how it disappears.
Oh yeah.
So quickly for me anyway. Other people are like, oh wow, I haven't done that in a long time, and then they can just do it somewhat, it's totally gone.
Everybody's different about that. I had that sciatica, which was followed by my heart issue resulting in the pacemaker.
Right.
So I had the longest period of my life when I could not really practice.
Yeah.
And even the Wu style, I had to, I could remember it, but I really had to work on restoring. So, yeah, that happens.
Yeah, definitely. Well, just like I said, thinking back over the years and the different forms that we've learned, and especially like up at the senior center in Norwich, there was a whole bunch of them that totally gone. I think though it helps through the day as I move, through the day and through my life.
Oh yeah, I do too.
I tend
no
to
question.
move, differently. And I can tell when I'm doing something that's definitely, oh yeah, that's a good one. Like going upstairs, or even, turning around and how you shift your weight to turn. It's, or putting my socks on in the morning, if I can get up on one foot and not fall over.
Well, that'd be good.
Yeah.
I'm very much against